The crowd falls silent. The bowler charges in. With lightning-quick reflexes and the grace of a dancer, Brian Lara's bat connects with the ball, sending it soaring into the stands. The stadium erupts. Oh, but this isn't just another boundary from cricket's most artistic batsmen. It's another $1 million into an empire built on perfect timing. From sleeping on a cricket bag in a shared bedroom, to owning mansions with Caribbean sea views, from borrowing equipment to amassing a $60 million fortune, Brian Lara's journey is the greatest story cricket has never fully told. He broke records with a bat made from a humble island's wood, then built a legacy that would make Wall Street veterans envious. Today, we unveil the extraordinary man behind the cover drives, the business titan disguised as a sportsman, the devoted father behind the fearsome competitor, and the silent philanthropist whose generosity remains his most impressive statistic. This is Brian Lara, uncut, unfiltered, and utterly unforgettable. By the end of this story, you'll understand why his greatest achievements may have nothing to do with cricket at all. The mythical status of Brian Lara in cricket history was cemented on that sweltering April day in 2004 when he reclaimed his Test batting record with an unprecedented 400 not out against England in Antigua. As he raised his bat to acknowledge the standing ovation, few spectators realized they were witnessing more than just sporting brilliance. They were watching the culmination of a journey that began in the humblest of circumstances in Santa Cruz, Trinidad. Born as the 10th of 11 children to Bunty and Pearl Lara, young Brian's earliest cricket memories involve improvised games played with broomstick bats and tennis balls in narrow alleyways, where his extraordinary hand-eye coordination first became apparent. The distance between those dusty streets and the hallowed turf of international cricket stadiums seemed insurmountable, yet Lara's transcendent talent would bridge this divide with seemingly effortless grace. What truly distinguished Lara from countless other talented youngsters was not just his technical brilliance, but his mental fortitude. Former coaches recount how the young Lara would practice alone for hours, meticulously perfecting his technique long after teammates had departed. This disciplined approach would become the foundation of a career that revolutionized batting. By age 14, he had already earned selection for Trinidad's under-16 team, scoring 745 runs at an astounding average of 126.16, numbers that foreshadowed the statistical dominance that would become his trademark. When he made his first-class debut for Trinidad and Tobago at just 17, observers immediately recognized they were witnessing the emergence of a once-in-a-generation talent whose baton possessed both scientific precision and artistic flair. Lara's rapid ascent through cricket's ranks culminated in his Test debut against Pakistan in 1990, marking the beginning of a 17-year international career that would redefine batting excellence. While his early performances showed promise, it was his breakthrough tour of Australia in 1992-93 that announced his arrival as a world-class talent. On the hallowed turf of the Sydney Cricket Ground, Lara crafted a magnificent 277 against Australia, an innings of such sublime quality that cricket purists still rank it among the finest ever played. This performance wasn't just a statistical milestone, it was a declaration that cricket had found its new standard bearer, a batsman who combined classical technique with innovative stroke play in ways that seemed to defy the laws of physics. What followed was a career of extraordinary statistical achievement. Lara's record-breaking became almost routine. His 375 against England in 1994 established a new benchmark for the highest individual Test score, while his 501 not out for Warwickshire later that same year remains the highest score in first-class cricket history. When his Test record was temporarily eclipsed by Matthew Hayden's 380, Lara responded in characteristic fashion, reclaiming the record with his 400 not out in 2004. By the time he retired in 2007, his statistical resume included 11,953 test runs at an average of 5.288, including 34 centuries. Numbers that barely capture the artistic brilliance of his batting, or his ability to single-handedly change the course of matches against the world's best bowling attacks. The financial rewards for such brilliance transformed Lara into cricket's first genuine multi-millionaire superstar. His base cricket earnings were substantial by the standards of his era, but it was his marketability that truly set him apart. Sponsorship deals with brands like MRF, Angostura, and Stanmore were negotiated with the same strategic precision he applied to his batting. Industry insiders revealed that Lara's early endorsement contracts were revolutionary for cricket, containing clauses and compensation structures more commonly associated with international football or tennis stars. His appeal transcended cricket's traditional markets, making him a valuable ambassador for brands seeking global reach. Unlike many athletes whose financial fortunes diminish after retirement, Lara's net worth, estimated at approximately $60 million, has continued growing through shrewd investment strategies. Property holdings constitute a significant portion of his portfolio, with real estate investments strategically positioned in emerging Caribbean markets. Sources close to Lara's business operations describe a surprisingly hands-on investor who personally reviews opportunities and applies the same analytical thinking to financial decisions that once guided his batting strategy. His ventures into golf course design have proven particularly lucrative, capitalizing on both his passion for golf and the growing luxury tourism market in the Caribbean region. Lara's post-playing career has further diversified his income streams through commentary roles, coaching positions, and ambassadorial duties. His recent appointment as batting coach and strategic advisor for Sunrisers Hyderabad in the Indian Premier League came with a compensation package reportedly worth over $1 million annually, a reflection of both his technical expertise and commercial value to cricket's most lucrative franchise tournament. Business associates describe Lara as surprisingly conservative in his spending habits despite his wealth, maintaining careful oversight of his financial empire while avoiding the extravagant excesses that have derailed other sporting fortunes. Beyond the batting statistics and business acumen that define his public persona, Lara's private life reveals a devoted family man whose priorities shifted dramatically with fatherhood. His relationship with Trinidadian journalist and model Liesl Rovidas produced two daughters who became the emotional center of his world. Sydney, born in 1996, carries a name rich with cricket significance, named after the Sydney Cricket Ground, where Lara's career-defining 277 announced his arrival as a world-class talent. Those close to Lara revealed that Sydney's birth marked a profound personal transformation, providing perspective that helped him navigate the intense pressures of international cricket and celebrity. His second daughter, Tyla, born in 2010, completed the family that friends unanimously describe as Lara's greatest source of pride and fulfillment. Despite his notoriously guarded privacy regarding his personal relationships, glimpses into Lara's family life reveal a hands-on father determined to provide his daughters with both privilege and perspective. Former teammates recount how Lara would arrange family travel during international tournaments, sometimes flying his daughters across continents for brief reunions between matches. Home videos occasionally shared on social media show a playful, relaxed Lara teaching his daughters cricket techniques in their backyard, moments of normalcy carefully preserved despite his extraordinary circumstances. Romance would again find Lara around 2014, when he was connected with former Miss Scotland, Jaime Bowers. This relationship, while conducted largely away from media scrutiny, has reportedly brought stability and companionship to Lara's life. Friends describe how Bowers' background outside cricket's insular world provides Lara with valuable perspective and connection to interests beyond sport. Their relationship has been characterized by mutual support and shared philanthropic interests, with Bowers occasionally accompanying Lara to charitable events while maintaining her own professional identity separate from his celebrity. The lifestyle afforded by Lara's success is perhaps most evident in his residential choices. His primary residence, a magnificent mansion in Port of Spain, Trinidad, represents both architectural achievement and personal sanctuary. Perched on an elevated site, selected specifically for its uninterrupted views of the Caribbean Sea, the property makes spectacular use of natural light and indoor-outdoor living spaces that capitalize on Trinidad's tropical climate. The estate's 5-bedroom suites each feature unique design elements, incorporating both contemporary luxury and subtle cricket-themed details that reference Lara's sporting legacy. The mansion's impressive specifications extend beyond mere square footage to thoughtful design choices throughout. The spacious living area centers around a custom-designed fireplace, crafted from local stone, an unexpected feature in a tropical climate that creates a cozy gathering space during rare cooler evenings. The fully equipped gourmet kitchen would satisfy professional chefs, while the dedicated entertainment wing houses cinema-quality audio-visual equipment, alongside space for Lara's carefully curated cricket memorabilia collection. Perhaps most impressive is the 54-square-meter infinity pool that appears to merge seamlessly with the Caribbean Sea below, creating a visual spectacle that has graced architectural magazines. Lara's automotive preferences reveal a man who values performance and craftsmanship over flashy ostentation. His carefully selected collection includes a BMW 2 Series convertible, valued at approximately $53,000, chosen for its driving dynamics and understated elegance rather than status-signaling extravagance. Similarly, his Mercedes-Benz E-Class Coupe or convertible, valued around $70,000, represents sophisticated European engineering without the attention-seeking flourishes favored by many celebrities. Those close to Lara note that he approaches automobile ownership with the same appreciation for technical excellence that characterized his batting, valuing precision engineering and performance over superficial status symbols. Beyond material possessions, what truly distinguishes Lara from many sporting millionaires is his substantial yet deliberately low-profile philanthropic work. Through strategic partnership with the Heroes Foundation, Lara launched the innovative SAVE, Sport Against Violent Energy Initiative, a program specifically designed to engage at-risk youth through sports, while providing educational support, mentorship and pathways to personal development. Foundation staff describe Lara's involvement as extending far beyond financial contributions or ceremonial appearances. He regularly participates in program design, mentorship sessions, and hands-on cricket clinics that allow him to connect personally with participants. Lara's philanthropic vision extends internationally through his patronage of the Rwanda Cricket Stadium Foundation. This involvement supports critical infrastructure development for cricket in Rwanda, while promoting youth engagement in a region still healing from historical trauma. His contribution extends beyond financial support to include advocacy that has helped attract additional donors and corporate sponsors. Former foundation directors revealed that Lara insisted his support remain largely unpublicized, focusing attention on the project's impact rather than his personal contribution, a pattern of quiet generosity that characterizes much of his charitable work. His participation in fundraising events, like the Prime Minister's Ball in St. Lucia, further demonstrates his commitment to Caribbean development. Beyond serving as a featured speaker, Lara typically contributes exclusive cricket experiences and memorabilia for auction, often generating the evening's highest bids, while directing proceeds to educational initiatives throughout the region. The Brian Lara Challenge represents perhaps his most personal philanthropic endeavor, a series of sporting events designed to encourage youth participation while raising funds for causes close to Lara's heart. These efforts collectively embody his belief that privilege carries responsibility, particularly for those with the platform and resources to effect meaningful community change. Beyond cricket, philanthropy and family life, Lara cultivates diverse personal interests that provide balance and perspective. His passion for golf approaches obsession, with friends describing marathon sessions on courses worldwide whenever his schedule permits. Unlike many celebrity golfers content with social play, Lara approaches the sport with characteristic intensity, studying technique and course management, with the same analytical mind that made him cricket's most formidable strategist. His current handicap of 4 places him near professional standards, an achievement that reflects both natural athletic ability and dedicated practice. This passion extends beyond recreation to investment, with Lara contributing design input to several Caribbean golf developments that combine his sporting interests with business acumen. Football represents another sporting passion dating back to Lara's youth in Trinidad, where he played alongside childhood friends who would later achieve professional success in European leagues. Dwight Yorke, Shaka Hislop, and Russell Latipi, names familiar to football fans worldwide, shared playing fields with young Lara before cricket captured his primary focus. This multi-sport background developed the extraordinary athleticism and spatial awareness that would later distinguish his cricket performances. Even during the height of his cricket career, Lara maintained his football connection through celebrity charity matches and regular five-a-side games that provided both fitness training and competitive outlet. During quieter moments, particularly while recovering from injuries or between demanding international tours, Lara turns to reading and internet browsing, intellectual pursuits that satisfy his curiosity about the world beyond sport. His reading preferences span historical biographies, business strategy, and Caribbean literature, eclectic choices that reflect a mind seeking constant growth and perspective. Those close to him describe a surprisingly technology-savvy individual who embraced digital platforms early, using them to manage his business interests remotely while traveling and to maintain connection with his daughters during extended cricket tours. This balanced approach to life, embracing physical activity, intellectual stimulation, family connection, and community service, reveals a depth of character that transcends sporting achievement. As Lara enters his 6th decade, his influence within cricket continues evolving from player to mentor and thought leader. His coaching philosophy emphasizes technical precision alongside psychological resilience, lessons drawn from his own career trajectory. Players who have worked with him describe a surprisingly patient teacher who communicates complex batting concepts with remarkable clarity while adjusting his approach to accommodate different learning styles. Beyond technical instruction, Lara places particular emphasis on mental preparation, sharing meditation and visualization techniques that helped him maintain focus during his record-breaking innings. Cricket administrators increasingly seek Lara's input on the game's strategic direction, particularly regarding the balance between traditional Test cricket and newer limited overs formats. While embracing cricket's commercial evolution, Lara remains a passionate advocate for preserving Test cricket's technical demands and strategic complexity. His recent commentary work demonstrates both technical insight and genuine enthusiasm for the game's future, providing analysis that educates viewers while elevating the broadcast quality. This evolving role allows Lara to shape cricket's development while preserving the game's rich traditions, a fitting contribution from a player whose career embodied both classical technique and revolutionary innovation. As we reflect on Brian Lara's extraordinary journey from Trinidad's cricket fields to global superstardom, we witness a life defined not just by sporting brilliance, but by continuous evolution and growth. The young batsman, who once chased records, has matured into a multifaceted individual whose impact extends far beyond cricket's boundary ropes. His business ventures continue generating wealth that supports both his family and philanthropic passions. His commitment to community development transforms lives through the power of sport and mentorship. And through it all, he maintains the grace, humility, and perspective that made him beloved worldwide. When Brian Lara finally hung up his bat in 2007, he left behind statistics that may stand for generations. But as we've discovered today, numbers, even ones as impressive as Lara's, tell only a fraction of the story. The true measure of this extraordinary man lies not in runs scored or records broken, but in the lives transformed through his quiet generosity, the business empire built with the same precision as his cover drive, and the legacy he continues crafting long after the applause faded. From the boy who practiced with a broomstick bat in Trinidad's narrow streets, to the $60 million icon, who now shapes cricket's future, Lara's journey reminds us that greatness isn't bestowed, it's built, decision by decision, day after day, with the same disciplined excellence, whether cameras are rolling or not. Cricket gave me a platform, Lara once reflected, but what matters most is what you build upon that platform. Through his batting brilliance, business acumen, family devotion, and commitment to giving back, Brian Lara has built something far more enduring than sporting fame, a legacy that will continue enriching lives long after his records eventually fall. The Prince of